So the days of buying a good $500 car, let's get real, them days are long gone. But how about $1,000? Can you find a car, fix it up, and get it road ready for $1,000 or less? So I got $1,000 right here in my pocket. I'm gonna search marketplace, high and low. I'm gonna look for a car as cheap as possible, honestly, because even if you do get the car for pretty cheap, the repairs are probably gonna be more than you pay for the car. This car is just to get you from point A to point B, reliable transportation, get you to and from work, get you to and from school, to and from the beer store or whatever else you're into. Don't need to be pretty, it don't need to be fast, it just needs to work. Not that anything I got is pretty or fast. Alright, first we came across this Chevy Cruze for $300. Engine is gone, parts only. That's gonna be a solid no for me. Now we got a Chevy Malibu. Doesn't run right now. $685, nah. 2006 Toyota Corolla. Registration is expired, needs alternator, extensive rust. Nope. 06 Camry, $600, runs and drives perfect. Needs a windshield, rear cross member. That's gonna be well over $1,000. Finding this $1,000 car might actually be hard. Oh, okay. It's the next morning, and guess what? I think we just found our $1,000 car. 2011 Kia Rio. Believe 170-ish thousand kilometers on it. Not too bad. It looks good on the pictures. I messaged the guy. I was the first one to message him. He said, come on over, have a look. It's not even an hour away from me, which is great. So we're going to load up the truck now and go have a look. Hopefully, this is our $1,000 car. To be honest with you, for this kind of price, I got no expectations. Here she is, boys. She's all loaded up. We're halfway home. Got myself a coffee. Look at what we got. Oh my God. Look at the rims on her. So take a guess how much I paid for this. Did you guess? I paid $400 for this car. He was asking $600. I wanted to pay $3, but I paid $4, and I'll show you why. Look at this. 4 winter studded tires on rims. Look. In like new condition, in this car that runs and drives for $400. And I know, I said I wasn't gonna buy any more Hyundais or Kias, and here I am in another Kia. I just can't help myself, okay? I see a cheap car, it's $400. I just can't stop myself. I need help. We're good. So let's go for a quick run, see what she's all about. We got 178,000 kilometers on this car. Our radio does work, but there's no reception out this way. She's horny. Our handbrake don't work. We're gonna have to check that out. The subframe is bad. Once I get this on the ramp, you'll see. Front tires on this thing are completely shot. All of our windows work, our wipers work. It handles actually surprisingly well for what it is. I mean, you know, this is no race car or nothing, right? This little thing got a 1.6 liter 4-cylinder. I don't know how much horsepower I got, but it ain't very much. But that don't matter, because we're going for cheap transportation. Point A to point B for $1,000 or less. So let's just give her a walk around here and see what we got. So I don't know how well you can tell this, but you see how gritty this paint is? So she got the trim clad special, but it honestly don't look that bad. She got the nice black rims on her. She got the color matched emblems, which really complement the color matched keyholes. We got the pink antenna. We got the rear wiper delete, so that's good for weight reduction. I mean, if there was a new Fast and Furious movie, this thing could definitely be in it. So if you look down here, there's no bit on the AC compressor. I'm willing to bet that the compressor is seized up. But that's okay. No AC just means that she's faster. Let's put her up and see how it goes. Pads, rotors, and calipers were recently replaced. Yeah, you can see these tires are not the greatest on the front, but the back ones are pretty good. We're going up again. So the handbrake don't work. We're going to have to look into that. We need 2 front tires. There don't seem to be any major oil leaks or anything like that. Oh my God. And I will show you why I got this car for so cheap. Look at this right here. What a hole. This is why I get this car for so cheap. This subframe is completely rotted out. So I'm going to track down some parts And while I'm waiting to get them, I'm gonna get these winter tires that came with the car put up on Marketplace. Look at these things. They're literally like brand new. I'm gonna put these up for 400 bucks. Hopefully I'll get around $300 for them. I'll be very happy with that. That will leave me about 100 bucks into this car, which is excellent because we gotta fix the handbrake, get a subframe, and we gotta put 2 front tires on her. Well, this is the next morning. And as you can see, it didn't take long for me to sell those tires. Probably around 7:30 last night, someone came and picked those up for 300 bucks. So to sell those tires, I'm owning into this car now for about 100 bucks. I got a subframe coming. He's going to ship it out on Monday. Should be here by Wednesday. So we're a few days out to get that subframe. I'll let you know how much it costs when I get it out here. And this subframe is a Southern subframe. It came from Texas. It's completely rust free. So 9 chances out of 10 that subframe will outlast this car at this point. Calm down, boy. I'm just joking. A spare tire on your car? Good. But a spare tire on your body? Not good. So huge shout out to YESOUL for sending me out this top of the line exercise bike. It comes with all the necessary tools and the instructions. Not that you need them, because it's that easy to put together. Everything is completely adjustable to fit all shapes and sizes. Even the screen tilts. You can ride this bike in any weather, rain, snow, hail, even a tornado if you want. You can see your live exercise data on the screen. You can even connect your phone and watch your favorite YouTuber. There's no mandatory subscriptions required, and the YESOUL bikes are also compatible with Peloton classes. It's even got cup holders so you can stay hydrated. Just make sure you're drinking that diet beer. Check out YESOUL bikes, link is in the description. Alright, it's a couple days later, and look what I got. A rust-free front subframe. Look at this subframe. This thing is literally like brand new. Let's get this thing up in the air and start at the biggest job first, which is that friggin' frame. I can have a little bit better look at these brakes now. They are literally brand new. Even the calipers. A lot of parts have been replaced already on this car. It's honestly a shame that stuff gets so rusty here. Here's another reminder of why we're replacing this subframe. All back here has already been plated and welded. You shouldn't do that. You come up here, we got a giant friggin' hole up this way. And you come back here, this is all soft and gone. I'm gonna unbolt the rack. The rack is gonna stay up. This has hydraulic power steering. So instead of me disconnecting all those power steering lines and making a mess, I'm gonna try to leave the rack up here all bungee corded up or something like that. I gotta unbolt my ball joints on both sides. I gotta take off my sway bar links on both sides. I gotta disconnect all the lines. The exhaust hangers back here gotta come off. There's 4 big bolts here. I'm praying that the mechanic guys up above or wherever they are, that them bolts are gonna come out and they're not completely seized up in the car. So I disconnected my sway bar links, my ball joints, and my outer tie rod ends. I unhooked the exhaust hangers and unbolted most of the subframe bolts. Now as you notice, the car is going down, and that is because I'm unhooking the steering shaft. Because those rack bolts were completely seized in, I couldn't get them off with a ratchet. Hopefully the impact gun will take them out. There's only literally one bolt now holding up the subframe with the rack on it, with the sway bar all on it. I had to do it that way after. I could not get those bolts out with a ratchet, they're just too seized in. Hopefully when I get it down on the ground, I'll be able to get my impact gun on it, and that should take care of it. It'll slowly come down. Try not to drop this on my head. That would be great. Have a little look around. Make sure that nothing weird is happening. Make sure my power steering lines are all free and out of my way. It's perfect. Just drive them up there somewhere. Excellent. Get power steering fluid everywhere. Just love that. Perfect. There's nothing else connected here now. So let's just come on down with her, boy. Honestly. Perfect. My little sway bar links are out of my way. Let's come over here and hold her. Let's get her on the ground. Bah. Nice rack. One of these sway bar links I actually twisted off here, you can see. So I'm going to have to get a sway bar link for this, but that's okay, they're not very much. Alright, so I'm going to scoop up my floor a little bit now, clear away a bit, and then we're going to put all this stuff on our new subframe and get the frame put back up in the car. Boy Jesus, that's some wife I got there. Look at all this rust. Weight reduction. So, shout out Autoparts Network, they hooked me up with this rust-free frame from Southern US. A lot better shape than this Newfoundland frame that I got here currently. It's not full of holes, there's still paint on it. I mean, there's still stickers and part numbers on this thing. It's crazy. This thing here is rusted beyond use, it's full of holes, you've seen it. And this frame retails for about 700 Canadian dollars. So that is quite a bit of our budget, honestly. We're into that car right now for about 100 bucks. I did sell those tires and recouped most of my money. 700 bucks for this one. That's about 800 bucks we're into this car, so I got $200 now. I gotta get 2 tires, which I'm pretty sure I have in my stash. And I gotta free up that handbrake. I'm pretty sure something is just seized up there in the drum. I just gotta spray it down, probably free it up with some penetrating fluid, and we can have a working handbrake. And now I gotta get a sway bar link that I just broke. That should be around 30 or 40 bucks. So we're still looking good for a $1,000 budget. It's gonna be cutting close though. So that's enough talking. Let's get our rack, our sway bar and control arms bolted up here and get that bolted up in the car. And just like rack on, sway bar on, control arms on. How do you like my 2x6? Works great for these big frames. Gotta hook up my power steering lines back to the rack. I'm gonna jack this the rest of the way up. I'm gonna bolt it in. I got a couple of exhaust hangers, finish the ball joints and the tie rod ends. And then we can move on to the tires and handbrake repair. All right, we got our subframe repair all done. Everything's put back together. I still got to get that one link. I haven't been to town yet. Next time I go to town, like I said, I'll pick that up. Right now, we're going to go replace these 2 tires. So as you can see, this is the stash. All the cars that I buy and sell, sometimes they come with tires and whatnot. I do keep them a lot of times if they're popular sizes. Right here we got 16s. So I'm just going to take a couple of these. I mean, technically these tires were free, but 2 16-inch tires in great shape. I'll put a value on these of about 100 bucks. Let's go bitch, they fire it up. This thing's not fast. It doesn't really drive that good, but it's a lot of fun. I drive it every chance I get. This work is just so tiring. 2 tires, done. In my eyes. All right, so as you can see here, I already got my drum removed. So you got your shoes here, your wheel cylinder, and you got a bunch of little hardware and springs and stuff. Back here, there's a little lever, and that lever is what opens up your shoes when you pull on that handbrake. 9 chances out of 10, that lever is seized up. This car is automatic. The handbrake probably doesn't get used that much. We live in a very salty environment. It's definitely seized up. And we got to get this working because this is the most important part. How are we going to get solid on if we can't get the handbrake working? So let's spray her down with some penetrating fluid, work the handle back and forth. Woohoo! And we should be doing handbrake turns in no time. Woohoo! Oh, I can hear it back there working. And just like that, she's all back together. She's on the ground. Let's haul her out. Oh, wait, I almost forgot to put power steering fluid in this. So let's do that first. Power steering fluid, ATF, tomato, potato, or something like that. So I picked this car up for 400 bucks. I sold the winter tires for 300 bucks. That leaves me $100 into this car. $700 for a front subframe, 800 bucks. I valued those front tires at $100, 50 bucks a piece.
I should have paid more attention in math class.
That's 900 bucks. I freed up the handbrake for free. And I gotta get a sway bar link for the front. I haven't been in town yet. That'll be about 50 bucks. So we're into this car right now for about $950. So can you get a good car on the road for 1,000 bucks or less? Well, the answer is kind of yes and no. No, you're not just gonna buy one for 1,000 bucks and it'd be perfect. You're gonna have to get your hands dirty. You're gonna have to put in some elbow grease, a little bit of work. You buy it cheap, you put a few parts on it, and you can get a car on the go for 1,000 bucks or less. Now, for those of you with good eyes, you notice these front tires are a good bit bigger than the back tires. I have 2 more of these tires to put on the back. And if you're wondering why I need to put bigger tires on this car, if you look behind me here, you can see I don't have enough trucks. So in the next video, I'm gonna have another truck.